Hey, welcome to the Empowered and Free podcast. My name is Erin Kimbrell, and I'm a counselor, certified life coach, breathwork coach, and small town mom of two. I know firsthand what it feels like to live with high functioning anxiety. For most of my life, I had so much mental mess, anxiety, people pleasing, perfectionism, overthinking, constant worrying, and never feeling good enough. On my decade-long journey to feeling better, I've learned how to take back my life from high-functioning anxiety and helped others to do the same through my coaching and breathwork programs. Now I want to share everything I know with you. This podcast will help you feel empowered over your high-functioning anxiety and free to finally live the life of your dreams. Now, grab a cup of coffee, get comfy, and dive into the episode. I'm Erin Kimbrell, and this is the Empowered and Free podcast. Hello, friend. All right, today, Truth Bomb Erin is here. It is time for a Truth Bomb today, and here it is. Anxiety is stealing from you. Anxiety is stealing from you, my friend. And you're probably thinking, Erin, what are you talking about today? Thankfully, all hope is not lost. Today, we're going to talk about exactly what anxiety is stealing from you and how to take it back. Anxiety is actually taking the one thing that is a limited resource here on this planet in our lifetime. And that one thing is your time. Time is not a renewable resource. Time is not something we can get back. Once it's gone, it's gone. And so many times we look back, we wish we would have done something. We wish we would have tried for something. We wish we would have made a different choice, but that time is gone. And a lot of times we live with the regret of our past choices. And so the biggest thing that anxiety has stolen from you is your time. It is moments of your life that you cannot get back. Let me give you some real life examples. Every single example I'm going to mention here is from my actual life. So I know this is true. On my TikTok, which I very rarely post on, but I created and shared a very similar concept. And when I tell you that thing resonated, it resonated hard. It has over like 86,000 views and like 1,200 comments. I mean, insanity, especially for my TikTok account, is small. So especially for it to go out and just reach people and touch people, it's because they felt seen. They felt validated because these moments of our lives have been stolen by anxiety. I'm talking about moments of your life where you have been so in your head with all of your thoughts, with all of your fears, with all of your self-doubt that you weren't actually where your body was. You were thinking about things that were happening in the past. You were worrying about things that were happening in the future, but you weren't present. You weren't in the only moment that we actually can live in. And those moments are gone. These moments where you were having a conversation with your kid, but you were actually zoned out. You were worrying about something else that could possibly happen, that worst case scenario in the future. And your kids were getting that zombied version of you. That disassociated version of you, right? That's the counseling term that we use when we're what I call popped out, when we're zoned out, when we're not in that present moment. And anxiety has stolen hours, months, years of your life that you were overthinking, that you were planning it all out, that you were controlling everything to that last possible detail. Parties and dinners with your friends where you were overanalyzing what you were going to say next. You didn't want to sound silly. You didn't want to embarrass yourself. You didn't want to put your foot in your mouth or offend somebody. And so you're just overanalyzing, thinking about what could I say that might make me sound smart or funny or like I have my life together. What should I say next? Anxiety has stolen those evenings that you were with your partner and you had absolutely nothing left to give. You were so mentally depleted, so exhausted, and all you could do was just scroll your phone. All you could do was watch one more reality show on Netflix, or maybe you didn't even have the energy for that. You just tried to go to sleep. And speaking of sleep, how many nights of your life has anxiety stolen from you where you couldn't sleep, where you were up in your thoughts, beating yourself up about all the things that you did wrong, telling yourself that you're a failure, telling yourself that nothing you do is ever good enough. That hits hard. That hits hard in the pit of my stomach because I know exactly what that feels like. And I'll bet you do too. Anxiety has kept you from enjoying some really fun times too. Think about that vacation you took, maybe to a brand new place, but you couldn't actually relax because maybe you don't really know how to relax. Maybe you don't know how to turn off that mind for just a minute. Maybe it was the fact that you were in a brand new place that was super unfamiliar. You felt really on edge with all these people around you, and you couldn't just let yourself breathe. Anxiety has stolen those days of your life that you were hanging out with your kids at your house. The kids want to play this fun make-believe game. They want you to get in the floor. They want you to play Barbies or Legos or cars or whatever it is that your kid likes to play, but you couldn't fully relax because your house was a disaster. Or maybe it wasn't even that bad. Maybe it was just a little bit messy, but it was too much for you to handle. And instead of playing with your kids, you chose to go clean up the mess or shut yourself in the bathroom and pretend it wasn't there. Can you tell I'm speaking from experience? Been there, done that. And I don't want you to feel like I am shaming you. I want you to feel validated. I want you to feel like I get it. I have been there because I absolutely have. And I want to tell you it's not your fault. It is not your fault that you feel anxious. It is not your fault that you have missed out on these moments in life that were stolen from you. These moments of your life, every single day where your head was full of these irrational thoughts that felt super real. They felt so real that they consumed all of your mind and you had no other mental space for anything else. So what I want to know from you is, are you finally done with the struggle with anxiety? Are you ready to stop letting anxiety steal these moments of your life, this time that you can't get back? Are you ready to live a life free from anxiety? That's what I want you to ask yourself today, right now, in this moment. Pause this episode if you need to and ask yourself that. Are you ready to live a life free from anxiety? If so, if you have that longing in your soul that is telling you, yes, I want to be free. I don't want to live like this forever. I don't want to lose one more moment to anxiety. Then my friend, it is time for you to join us in Empowered and Free from Anxiety. Empowered and Free from Anxiety will teach you how to finally feel free from that anxiety. You'll learn how to stop letting anxiety rule your life, how to ditch your anxious behaviors like overthinking, planning, controlling, perfectionism, and people pleasing. You'll learn how to use the right tools to help in those anxious moments. You'll learn to actually listen to that anxiety instead of avoiding it, but tune in and figure out what it's telling you. You'll learn to heal your anxiety at the root so you feel less anxious every single day. And the biggest one here is that you'll learn how to take back the power anxiety has over your one and only beautiful life. If that feels like you, I want you to listen for the next few minutes and learn about Empowered and Free from Anxiety. I would love nothing more than for you to join us in here. Enrollment is open for 5 days only and closes on March 17th. So jump in as soon as you can. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to use my links in the show notes and reach out and send me a message. All right, friend, let me tell you a little bit about Empowered and Free from Anxiety. Friend, I know you're tired of anxiety controlling your life. You're tired of that tight grip that it seems to have on you. You're tired of letting anxiety hold you back from the life you want to live. I know that your deepest fears, worries, and regrets keep you up at night. I know that you constantly think you're a failure. I know that you beat yourself up every single time you make a mistake. And I even know about those worst case scenario thoughts that flood your brain all the time. You can't seem to turn off that part of you that is always overthinking a situation, always planning, always controlling and perfecting. And I know you're tired of believing all of those negative thoughts running rampant in your head every single day. Well, I think I have a solution that could help. Empowered and Free from Anxiety will help you take back your one and only precious life from anxiety. You'll finally learn how to feel less anxious, how to live your life as that carefree version of yourself that you used to be. You'll learn how to release control, how to be present, how to be mindful in those little moments in life that you can't get back. You'll have energy, joy, excitement again for life. And you'll finally go for those secret goals that you've been too scared to share with anyone else. You'll feel confident in yourself. You'll feel proud of who you are, and you'll know you're good enough exactly as you are. And that's all because of the step-by-step process that you'll learn inside of Empowered and Free from Anxiety to take back your life. I created this program as a way to help people who are where I once was, people who are ready to feel better, people who are tired of struggling with high-functioning anxiety. The Empowered and Free program will help you finally learn how to feel free from your anxiety. And here's how we do it. I'll walk you through a simple step-by-step process that will help you take action against your anxiety without the overwhelm. I break down exactly how to heal your anxiety into bite-sized pieces. I walk you through my proven method that will help you know exactly what to do if you have an anxious thought. And I do all of this by teaching you the right tools for your anxiety. When you finish Empowered and Free from Anxiety, you'll leave with a toolbox of tools, and you'll feel confident on how and when exactly to use them. But even deeper than that, I teach you how to get to the root of your anxiety to heal from those things that caused you to feel anxious in the first place. What happens here is you feel a baseline of peace, calm, safety from within, so that anxiety doesn't have that control over you that it once had. And as a result, you feel lighter, happier, and relaxed. This program was created with you in mind. I promise you, I know you're busy. I am too. We don't have time to waste. You don't have years in therapy trying to figure out why you're anxious. You need something that's to the point, that's concise, and that is effective. I know you want to see that difference in your life fast, and that's exactly what I deliver inside of Empowered and Free from Anxiety. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. The doors open March 13th through March 17th, 2023. And our first session is on March 19th. Let's get going, right? There are only 20 spots, so make sure you get in first if this is right for you. If you're ready to follow a simple step-by-step process that's proven to help you feel less anxious, if you're ready to live life as that carefree version of yourself again, and if you're ready to finally enjoy this one and only beautiful life that we have as that happier, lighter, more relaxed version of you, then make sure you join us. Do not miss this opportunity. I'm honestly not sure when I'm going to open up this again, and so you need to hop in if this is calling to you. Here's the reality, my friend. You could be living a life with less anxiety by the summertime. Who doesn't want that, right? If you are ready to join us, if you want to get in as soon as you can, head to heyerinkimbrell.com/free to claim one of those 20 spots. I am here for you all the way. I am rooting for you. I am ready for you to live a life with less anxiety. And I cannot wait to have you inside of Empowered and Free from Anxiety. I'll see you soon. Hey, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. You don't know how much it means to me. If you'd like more behind the scenes content, inspiration, and daily reminders that encourage and uplift you, follow me on Instagram at heyerinkimbrell and send me a DM to say hey. If any of the episodes have been super helpful for you, please consider leaving me a review on Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you like to listen. It helps me so incredibly much, and it allows the podcast to be seen by other people who need it. If you want to learn more from me, head to heyerinkimbrell.com. That's where you'll find all my free resources, read the podcast show notes, and learn more information about my online coaching and breathwork programs that help you create the life you want. If you want to keep the conversation going from today's episode, join us in our exclusive podcast Facebook community, Empowered and Free Help for High Functioning Anxiety. I'm here for you, and I'm always cheering you on. I'll see you next time. I'm Erin Kimbrell, and this is the Empowered and Free podcast.